The Mystery of the Forest. A girl woke up in the middle of a deep, dark forest. When she opened her eyes, she couldn't remember where she was. The thin sunlight seeping through the trees seemed to whisper to her the endlessness of the forest. The coolness of the air and the faint sounds of the birds coming from far away made her feel that this was a place far away from somewhere, a place no one had ever set foot on. Her name was Aleph. However, she couldn't remember what she was doing here or how she got here. Her memory was blank, as if yesterday had never existed. All she knew was that she had to survive. She started walking, the crackling of dry branches breaking the silence with each step. Aleph thought she was alone, but she would soon realize that she was wrong. After a while, she came to the edge of a stream. The water was clear, but there was a strange reflection in it. She bent down and looked at the water. But this reflection didn't belong to her. At that moment, she realized that she wasn't alone in the forest. When she took a step back, she heard a slight rustle in the forest. A pair of eyes were looking at her from among the bushes. This being, who continued to stare without blinking, did not belong to anything resembling a human. Aleph's heart began to beat rapidly. Not knowing what to do, she began to run rapidly. As she ran, the trees around her began to change. The leaves were fading, the branches were drying up, and everything was disappearing in shadows. But she did not stop. When she was almost exhausted from exhaustion, she came across a huge, abandoned hut. She staggered towards the hut's door. The door creaked open and a cold wind blew from inside. It was as if someone was inviting her inside. Aleph entered, shivering. Inside the hut, there were old objects and strange writings on the walls. Old maps and mysterious symbols hanging on the walls caught her attention. Suddenly, she heard a whisper from behind the door. "You found me." Aleph turned quickly, but no one was there. But this voice seemed to echo in her mind. She was not alone in this forest. She had never been, and she did not know what she was after. But this forest was a key to finding out who she was and where she came from. But it was the mystery deep in the forest that he would have to brave to find the answers. As he walked out of the cabin and deeper into the forest, his past and his connection to this place would slowly open up to him. But each answer would bring a darker secret.